Rolling with my homies. Hey y'all, it's Joe Fixit, #1 by Peter David and, sorry, I'm going to screw up the name, Yildiray Cinar. Can't wait to share it with you. Check out this dope cover of Joe Fixit. Cool new series from Marvel by one of the best writers of Hulk, Peter David. Recent call to arms by another YouTube channel saying that Marvel should put Peter David back on Hulk. And this is a strong argument for it. So subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button and let's get right into it. Cool cover by Coley Hamner. Even though I hear he's kind of a douche, it's still a cool cover. But I do like his art. It looks cool. I think it's super appropriate for Mr. Fixit. And I mean, Joe Fixit is just like such a cool character, right? The Gray Hulk who was in Vegas. And, you know, Peter David's 10-year run writing the Hulk was like my Hulk. So this is so cool. I love seeing this. Writer Peter David, artist Yildiray Cinar, color artist D. Kunefa with Matt Milla, and VC's Ariana Maher, which is, I think, virtual calligraphy. All right. So, I feel like this is a retro story, you know, like Marvel is bringing back like Chris Claremont, Peter David, other writers to do, you know, kind of runs. This is probably, a lot of them are like 5-issue miniseries. This is probably the same. It doesn't say so on the cover. I don't know why. I feel like that should be part of the trade dress, but what do I know? I'm just old school like that. I feel like you should know what you're getting into though, right? Like, is this a lifetime commitment or is it 5 issues? So anyway, Peter David is suffering right now. One of the best Hulk writers. Had a few strokes. There's like GoFundMe's going for him. And it's really sad to see, you know, people, some of your heroes cut down like that, you know. There's been talk that Peter should return to writing a monthly Hulk, and I think this is, like I said, a great argument for it. Hulk feels right. Peter David, it's not too slapsticky. I think that's one of the bitches about Peter David's writing sometimes is, like, the humor is a little too, like, Airplane or, like, Police Academy, like, over the top. But, I mean, I kind of always enjoyed it back in the day, and, you know, I think there's a good balance to find, perhaps. So Peter Parker, of course, is touring with his book. Remember when Todd McFarlane was on Spider-Man with David Michelini, and he did that book Webs of all his photographs and went on tour and stuff? I thought that was such a great, like, story idea. So I feel like this is from that era, because Peter is on tour promoting his book, and his plane is delayed in Vegas, and he sees this stuff about Mr. Fixit, and he's like, of course, he knows it's the Hulk. I mean, you know, it's not exactly like Clark Kent with glasses, but, you know, I mean, if you fought the Hulk a few times, I'm guessing you would recognize him, right? I do like this art. I feel like Yildiray Cinar is like been around for a while. I feel like he's known from like Thor maybe or something. I am so not on the tip with like current Marvel, so it's kind of a miracle I even bought this. But out of nostalgia, and the nostalgia books get you, and they're the best ones coming out of Marvel right now. Gambit and Extreme X-Men by Chris Claremont. I haven't read really any of the other ones. I know they exist. Love the splash page of Kingpin, looking every inch like John Romita Sr.'s Kingpin, and amazing. I love it. You know, there's just something to be said about the classics. Like, it just does my heart good. It's just like, you know, I of course, you know, updates and revamps and modernization is always welcome. Not always welcome. Sometimes it's not done right. But this is like such a great classic Marvel comic book, because it's like a Mr. Fixit book, so it's a Hulk book, but you got Peter Parker, you know, involved now. You've got the Kingpin coming in. Love this classic. This is why another, like, okay, so building the case for Peter David to return to the Hulk. He just knows Marvel. He knows comic books. He knows how to do it right. Like, I almost peed my pants when I saw Spider-Man put a spider tracer on Wilson Fisk. You know, he touches his back and he's like, sorry. Oh my God, it's so awesome. Like, it is so good. Like, The storytelling in here is just good. It's just fun, like comic books. I love it. Like Kingpin is so classic and imposing, and just like, you know exactly who he's supposed to be, and he's giving us that right here. And I love it. Where else, you know, on the Sunset, or not the Sunset, sorry, I live in LA, on the Las Vegas Strip or whatever, on the way to the Coliseum, and Spider-Man just catching a ride as usual. Funny. I do feel, let's see. You know, it's weird, these stories, though, because it's like, I kind of felt this way with the X-Men, because it feels retro, but they obviously take place in modern times as far as technology and stuff. Like, they'll be using cell phones or whatever, I think, which is fine. Great saddle shoes. Oh my God. Do you love saddle shoes? I had a pair of saddle shoes once, but I never enjoyed them too much because they didn't make saddle shoes in men's in my size that I could find at the time. They probably do now. They have to. Or maybe, I don't know. But anyway, I just love saddle shoes is what I'm trying to tell you. Give me Mr. Fixit. Do people cosplay Mr. Fixit? They have to. Like, if I were big and gray, I would totally cosplay Mr. Fixit. Love the Kingpin. Oh my gosh. I mean, you see the Hulk swat a guy. Well, you know, the Kingpin. I also love the characterization Peter David goes in here, like Spidey's talking about Kingpin, and he's like, and he never doubts his strength, which is hilarious because he doesn't. You know, he's such an egomaniac. Sitting here just trying to beat the crap out of Joe Fixit. Not gonna happen, Wilson Fisk. Not gonna happen. This panel just cracked me up. I don't know. There's just something. It shouldn't be funny, but it kind of is, right? Just seeing Kingpin held helpless in the air, flailing about by Joe Fixit. I just love it. Love it. I mean, oh, this is classic too. See, I feel like this is kind of giving me comedy in a different way, because, I mean, that's hysterical right there, right? Wilson Fisk, like, bashed into the floor like that. Very cartoonish. Yeah, so what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I mean, I feel like Peter David is a little polarizing. I feel like you either really love him or you're kind of annoyed by him with the shtick. But he can tell a darn good superhero story. And I'm so looking forward to the next issue. This time it's personal. Look at Kingpin just elbowing his henchman, like breaking his neck without a second thought. Ruthless, savage, Kingpin. Joe Fixit. Is he man or mobster, or is he both? This man, this mobster. I mean, whatever. Like, where is your pun, Peter David? Why isn't this called This Man, This Mobster? Anyway, Joe Fixit by Peter David and Yildiray Cinar. Thanks for watching, guys. Totally recommend it. You should pick it up. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Hit like, all that good stuff. And I will bring you more soon. Thanks, guys.